Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are back in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. And I'm excited because we are going to be starting with the McLaren F1 LM endurance race right from the get-go. Let's do it. There are 7 other drivers vying to be crowned world champion. Be the first to complete 10 laps at Palm City Island, and the crown will belong to you. Let's do it. This gorgeous high downforce GT1 racing car for the road. Oh, it is gorgeous. It is very beautiful. I want it in the McLaren orange that Bruce would have wanted. That is what we're going to be racing it in. Very, very, very long race. This race is going for about 30 minutes. All of us in McLaren F1 LMs. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. Let's do it. Speed, handling, acceleration, control, all of it. This McLaren has all of it, and it is gorgeous. Let's take the shorter route right from the get-go. Let's get up into the lead. Try to keep it nice and clean as well. Keep our McLaren off of the wall, off of the vehicles. I can keep it on the stop signs though. Who needs to stop? We're driving very, very fast here. Don't tell us to stop. Oh, it never runs out of grip. It just holds the road. This is a nice car. I gotta watch ourselves to the tunnel, make sure we don't hit any of the central pillars. There we go, very nice, very good. Alright, let's slow down just a little bit as we get into the forested section. As we gotta kind of wind through the twists and turns and all the hills as well that upset the balance of the car just a little bit. Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous though. The running of so many McLaren F1 LMs through this track. I'm sure it would be quite a spectacle to see in real life. Just this many top-end hypercars racing through an area. And we're going to make sure we finish on the top step of the podium. There's no traffic on the way. It is just pure driving skill. No luck, no police. Let's make sure we finish strong. Alright, got launched a little bit to the outside there. Oh, easy. Alright, now into the inside. Do the cutback. Very nice. We're gonna get caught up with the red McLaren. Get up into the lead, there we go. Very nice, through all the twists and turns. Oh, had a little bit of contact with the wall there. Now we're beginning to work our way down the mountain again. Back into the city. Twists, turns, laps right. And the tires beg for more. Yes. I get about a second into the lead now. That red McLaren is going to give us lots of issues. Probably throughout the entire race, they're going to be hounding us. Hey. Jack and honk back. Don't hit me. Very dirty driving there. Alright, ease up. Get it turned in. Alright, we got Dom. We got Dom behind us. Alright, good. That shorter pathway really allows us to gain a lot of time. Really allows us to pull away quite a bit. That's good, that's good. Gotta start thinking about making sure we don't make any mistakes, making sure we run consistent, very fast lap times. to let the V12, the lightweight chassis, and the high downforce of the F1 LM carry us to victory. Good afternoon, Sprockets. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. All right, now we're doing the McLaren F1 endurance race. McLaren F1 LM endurance race, where we're racing the high-speed, high-downforce McLaren F1 LM. It sacrifices a little bit of acceleration, a little bit of top speed. Okay, actually quite a bit of top speed, almost 40 miles an hour slower than the standard McLaren F1, but it has plenty more grip to go around the corners. Very, very, very stable, very planted car. If I can keep it off the walls. That was a mistake. I'm going to get back up into the lead. Got a silver McLaren behind us. Two different colors that are widely associated with the McLaren F1 team. You got the orange, the classic orange, that they're now starting to use again. I say starting to use again. They started using it back in like 2015. You got the silvers that are really, really popular during the 2000s. With Mika Hakkinen and Kimi Räikkönen and the likes of that. Oh, a little bit of lockup under braking. Oh, it's Wayne. Wayne's a pretty tough AI to race against. It'd be really cool if it was Mika in the silver McLaren, so we could kind of make believe a little bit that it was Mika Hakkinen. He came back from sabbatical. Now it's Wayne. Wayne is in the silver McLaren. We are in the papaya orange one. I love these old sort of GT1 era supercars. Very, very nice. And just the styling is, it looks just a tiny bit dated now, like almost 30 years later. But for the longest time, these vehicles look near timeless. And I'm sure even as some more people that aren't quite in the know, if they looked at some of these vehicles nowadays, they would probably consider them, or at least mistake them for at least a much newer vehicle than they are. But, oh man, these cars, they are very, very nice. I love the central seating position of the F1s. Very cool. Because then you can have 3 people in the car with you instead of just, 2 extra people in the car with you instead of just 1. Oh, alright. We had a little bit of understeer there. Couldn't quite make the turn. Ow. That was a very, very harsh T-bone. Come on, Wayne. Alright, we need to get caught back up with Dom. Let's have a little bit of damage on our car now. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. Really long race. And the AI are going to be absolutely ruthless the entire time through. We got Dom, we got Wayne, both of them right behind us, battling us for position. The track itself is one of the longest tracks in the game. Lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of different areas as well. A lot of hazards that you can get caught on. And this is the longest single race event in the game. I do appreciate the fact that they did allow us a little bit of breathing room, and the fact that there are no street cars, there are no traffic vehicles on this race. It's one less thing you need to worry about. You just need to worry about running clean lines, being smooth when you're driving. Not making any mistakes. You don't have to worry about what's going to be around the corner. And I'm also glad they made this for the World Championship racing as opposed to the Hot Pursuits Ultimate Racer challenges, because 10 laps with police, that would be very, very stressful. Alright, nice and easy, nice and smooth through the switchbacks as we make our way up to the top of the mountain. Or at least get really, really close to the top. Now begin our descent. Going downhill, the car will have a little bit tendency to oversteer now as opposed to understeer. Brakes won't be quite as effective. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Got Dom right behind us, but Dom's the only one that's really challenging us. Right, McLaren. His vehicle is heavily damaged. He's had a lot of collisions with the car, with the walls, and with me too, which is a little bit frustrating. I was trying to keep the car nice and clean. We do have a little bit of damage ourselves. His is very damaged. The 5th gear, through the chicane. All right, get onto the brakes. I can't quite make that turn. I'm trying to take it too tight. I have to take the long way around again. Trying to take that corner way too fast. All right, let's cut to the left here. Let's see if we can't get an overtake on Don without him trying to block us. Downside is we do have this hill here, which will slow us down just a little bit. The McLaren F1 has plenty of power, but any uphill will slow us down just a tad bit. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, push through, push up into the lead. Alright, Wayne has backed off a bit in the silver McLaren, but Dom is right up with us. He's really challenging us for a position. Alright, but he's backed off now. I think he had an issue in the tunnel. Alright, we got a second of breathing room now. That's good. About 35-ish, 33%-ish through this race. Very smooth. Okay, maybe not quite as smooth. We are still having a little bit of issues. We're trying to push the McLaren a little bit past its grip limit. Especially in the off-road sections. But it does help shave seconds off our lap time, and seconds win races. There we go. Alright, who's in the blue? The blue McLaren now is the one that's right after us. It's just a never-ending onslaught. Juan is in the blue McLaren. Okay. You can say that's Juan Pablo Montoya. Who also, incidentally, raced for McLaren back during his Formula 1 stint. And it's interesting, the two of the big drivers that are in contention for winning the Motorsport Triple Crown right now are Juan Pablo Montoya and Fernando Alonso. Now, the Motorsport Triple Crown, technically there's two different interpretations of the Triple Crown. The first interpretation, which is my interpretation of it, and many others, is there's 3 different events. The Monaco Grand Prix, the Indianapolis 500, and the overall victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The other interpretation of the Triple Crown of motorsports is a Formula 1 World Championship, the Indy 500, and the overall victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Juan Pablo Montoya has 2 of those, if you go by the first interpretation. He has 1 at Monaco, and he has 1 Indy 500. But he has not won overall at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I'd love to see him do that. That'd be really, really cool.
Lap record.
And then Fernando Alonso has also won at Monaco, and he has won overall at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. But he hasn't won the Indy 500. He's tried multiple times, but he's had some pretty bad luck with that. I would love to see him go at it again, try to win that. And I'd love to see Juan Pablo Montoya try to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans, because he's done other endurance racing in the American IMSA series and other 24-hour races like the 24 Hours of Daytona, being the big one, as well as Petit Le Mans, the 12 Hours of Sebring. He has done a lot of American endurance racing because he raced for the Penske Acura team. He was very, very fast. But yeah, I would love to see him in the top level of endurance racing motorsports, at least trying to win a victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Because it's been a very long time since a driver has won all three, and part of that's just due to scheduling issues. The Formula One calendar is much more. There's many more races in the Formula One calendar, and also a lot of teams don't let you really compete in multiple series like they used to back there in the 60s when it was last done. So it does make things much more difficult. You need to have a much longer career, and you need to kind of sort of plan, okay, this year I'm going to be going after X, this year I'm going to be going after Y. So it does make things much more difficult. But we do have 2 drivers right now that are still active that can potentially win, or still potentially win the Triple Crown. And I would love to see that in my lifetime, because the previous time that happened, that was a couple of decades before I was born. To see history be remade again in my lifetime with that would be really cool. But the clock is ticking, with both Fernando Alonso and Juan Pablo Montoya, getting a bit older and stuff. It will be a bit more difficult for them to potentially get the seats needed to enter those races. And granted, they're still very fast drivers. They are getting older, and racing is very much a young person's sport, especially nowadays with the vehicles being much quicker, much twitchier. And with every tenth of a second counting, whereas beforehand, if you had a really good car, you wouldn't necessarily need to be that precise. You still need to, be very smooth. You still need to, know the machine and everything like that. But back in the older days, it favored a lot more experience and making sure you could take care of your machinery and stay out of wrecks and all that stuff than just pure outright one-lap pace compared to today. Okay, alright, we got... Juan is still giving us plenty of issues right now. Right behind us. It seems like every couple of laps, the vehicle that is challenging us for the lead is a different vehicle. It's just keeping things nice and intense. It's just the AI, one after the other. Each of them trying really hard to get past and take the lead. And some of them do for just a couple of seconds. None of them have been able to fully take the lead from us for more than a couple corners. Oh boy, this is... They are keeping the pressure up. This isn't... Ow. Okay, that did more than keep the pressure up. That was a little bit annoying. But they are definitely keeping things very interesting. As looks like Dom is catching us up as well. So that means we're gonna have to fight off 2 different AI drivers. A little bit of understeer there. We're just hitting the ground running with this endurance event, though. One of the longest events in the game, and it's gonna be quite difficult. As you can see here, we're a little bit past halfway, almost 60% done the race. But oh, even then, even after all this time, even after nearly 20 minutes of racing, it is still a very close fight for the lead. Oh, Mika is in another blue McLaren. Oh, very nice. You gotta watch yourselves. We're now going downhill through the twisty bits, keeping the car nice and planted as we go through here. Granted, I do love this course. I love the varied terrain, the varied landscapes and everything that we go through. It's a course that really kind of tests your driving and your vehicle's abilities as well. Very fun, and I love the split pathing right at the very beginning. because it does allow some smart driving. If you want to kind of go slower around this corner, you can get to the shorter pathway, which also allows you to carry quite a bit of speed. You don't have to go through the hairpin. Very nice, very nice. All right, past the stadium. And then we're going through the tunnel, leaving the city again. Okay, we have a little bit of leeway now, but it looks like Juan and Mika, both of them in the bright blue McLarens. That's gonna make things difficult. Our poor papaya orange McLaren is definitely a little bit hurt. It's got quite a bit of damage to it, but it's still holding on strong. Oh, they're slowly catching us through the forest section. Alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, we're managing to keep the gap from Juan. He hasn't gotten within a second of us yet. This lap, we've managed to kind of pull away, and we're keeping that lead, which is very, very nice. If we can maintain that lead, that will take a little bit of pressure off of my back. But oh, it's going to be tricky. Juan is slowly catching us through these twisty bits. And pull away on the corner exit, but he is gaining quite a bit of time on us through corner entry. With the car turned in, use a little bit of that shortcut, pull ahead, just a little bit further. Okay, nice and easy. We're going downhill now, finishing up lap 7 of 10. Gonna have 3 more laps after this one. So 9 more minutes of racing on this one course. Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous. So the tropical vibes, the sunset, no, all the very, very fast, very beautiful supercars. Very nice. Feels like an actual sort of sports car endurance event. Oh, alright, Juan's back up with us. Let's take the shorter routes. Oh, we're really close. I just noticed we're really close to breaking under 3 minutes. We can get under 3 minutes. That would be really cool. Very, very fast lap. Let's try that. See if we can't shave another 1.25 off of our lap time. Let's try that. Let's make sure, get all the lines right, keep everything really tight. Alright, through the tunnel. Watch the pillars, watch the pillars. Alright, through the forest section, keep the car nice and planted. A little tap in the wall there, that's not great. Well, we really need to push through. Get up under 3 minute lap time. Let's try that. Oh, that's gonna cause some time loss. Alright, let's shave some more seconds off. 2 more seconds, come on. Oh, Juan is right behind us, as is Dom. Both of them are going to be giving us just a little bit of issues. Oh, that's gonna slow us down a bit. We understeered a little bit on that corner. Warren is right behind us. Full speed ahead. Come on. We got a minute to complete the downhill section. Let's try to cut our corners very, very tight. Oh, 30 seconds. Come on. Oh, 25 seconds. Come on. We got this. We got this. We got this. Full speed ahead. Final couple of corners can take this near full throttle. Just a little bit of a lift. No brakes. 10 seconds. Oh, this is gonna be close. 7, 8, 9. Not quite.
Well done. You've set a new lap record.
Oh, okay. We had a few setbacks there that slowed us down. And now we're taking a long way around. This is going to cause us a little bit of a delay. Oh, that was really close. Yeah, this lap's going to be a little bit of a bust. We can use this to kind of cool ourselves down just a little bit, ease off just a tad, get ready for the final lap. Make sure we get under that 3 minutes, under that 3-minute barrier. Let's see if we can do that. That's gonna be tricky. Yep, hi there. You are right behind us. You're making things just a little bit difficult. Alright, through the forested section before we get to the village. Juan is still right up on us. Wow. Yeah, I can hear the roar of his V12 as well. Very, very close. Take these shortcuts. Carry as much speed through the village section as we can and pull away. Alright, now we're starting a mountain ascent. We got this. I'm on high speed through here. Alright, Juan had some issues. I heard that crash. That's good, that's good. That corner is always really tricky. It gets progressively tighter. If you run too wide, you risk running right into the palm trees, which are very solid. They will slow you down. Oh, they won't slow you down. They will completely stop you in your tracks. Nice and easy through here. So I'm glad you're playing the PC2 version instead of the PC version. Yeah, thankfully with emulators and stuff like that, you can play this on the PS2 version on PC, and it streams a lot better than trying to get a capture card for the PS2 with component and everything, which makes it much allows you to do the better version. The black box version is definitely the superior version. Although I have seen the PC mods for the PC version, which does make things a little bit better. But oh yeah, I definitely prefer the PS2 version. If we're looking at just pure vanilla gameplay, the PS2 version was the only one that was developed by Black Box Studios. Other ones were developed by EA Seattle. And while EA Seattle has made some pretty good games, they weren't necessarily as good at working with the 6th generation of hardware as Black Box was. Black Box was really, really good with especially the PS2s. A lot of the games were really good on the PS2. Oh, nice and smooth through here. Come on, let's try to get under. Okay, we won't be getting under 3 minutes. That was my fault. Damn hitboxes. It's a prototype I found for the game. It's not very different from the final version, but it's still interesting. Really? Cool. Is that for the PC version or a prototype? We can get the prototype. Oh dear, that's understeer. That's oversteer. Sorry, that's one of the downsides of reading chat. What? Max attack through the corners. Alright, now on the uphill section, final lap. Come on, full attack. We've got one right behind us, trying to push pass. Oh, nice and easy to hear. Okay. Alright. We're getting to the top of the mountain. We're going to be starting a descent shortly. Right, we got 1 minute left. We got to hold off one for 1 minute. It's for the PS2 version, and I found out in a hidden place it's a Project Deluge. Interesting. Hidden Palace. Okay, I'll have to memorize that, or after this race, I have to write that down. See what the differences are and everything. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool one. Be a cool one to do. I do want to eventually get the black box era Need for Speed games working on PC. I gotta find a good place to kind of either find the physical copies or find a means of digital download. It's much harder than the final version. To say that. Oh gosh. Although the PS2 version already is very. I can't say too much about the EA Seattle version, but the PS2 version is already very, very difficult. As we found out in a previous stream, the AI does have some very. Oh boy. Photo finish to the line. Here we go. Final corner. Whew.
The winner!
Bloody hell. That was difficult. It's the PS2 version already is very, very hard.
You've completed the last World Championship event. You're the world champion.
I can't imagine how hard the prototype version would be. Let me write that down. Project Deluge. There we go. Nice.
You've unlocked the McLaren F1 LM.
Yes. Oh, we won that though. First try. 31 minute endurance.
You've set a new record for this track.
Ah, that was good. That was fun.
New track record.
Let's return to the championship. Let's do a hot pursuit event now. Work our way through that tree. Because we're going to be going for 100% completion. All right, back to hot pursuit. Ultimate Racer. I want a new Need for Speed in this style. Yes. Or at the very least, I want a new Need for Speed in this handling style. With regards to the tuners versus like exotics debate and stuff like that. In that regards, I don't care one way or the other. I genuinely like both. I like the underground and the tuners and all that stuff. And I like my hot pursuit too, and the exotics and the exotic locales and everything. I just want to return sort of more to this handling style more than anything else, instead of brake to drift or the gas to drift or what have you. That was very, very prevalent during the 2010s. I've heard Unbound kind of fixes that a little bit, but makes the vehicles still handle very weird. So yeah. All right, we got a couple of different vehicles. We've got American Muscle. We've got German exotics. I want to go with the Porsche 911 Turbo. This is very, very nice in the bright yellow, because of course, if we're gonna be flashing by the cops, we want to be seen. We want to be seen by the police. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh. All right. First race. Ancient Ruins. 2, 1. Let's roll. Let's use the handling, the lightweight handling of our Porsche 911 Turbo. One of the first Porsche generations to use full water cooled engines. Need Speed High Stakes is really good. Oh, yeah, I actually haven't played High Stakes. I need to play more of the older Need for Speeds. I've played Porsche Unleashed, and I've played Hot Pursuit, the first Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. But I need to play some of the other early Need for Speed games. I've heard good things about High Stakes though.
19 County in pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow Porsche 911.
And thankfully I do have the PS1 emulator up as well, and I have purchased those discs. I have managed to find the physical copies, so that may go on the list for the wheel of random to select. The wheel of random to select for when we complete a different game. That could potentially enter one of the weekday or weekend slots. Wow, I didn't even have to do anything to wreck him. GG. That officer just completely wrecked himself. Bruh. I didn't even have to touch him. Okay. To be fair, I just did the same. That is, whoops. Whoopsie daisies.
I've got him again, in pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow Porsche 911 Turbo.
Yep, that's us. Very, very beautiful, very bright yellow Porsche. I actually really like this generation of Porsche 911 with the fried egg style headlights. It's very, very, very nice looking.
9 all patrols. What do we got here?
And seeing those vehicles in circuit and endurance racing and everything, and the sound of them, we just, oh, that's very nice. There's an mod for PS1 version of High Stakes that adds content from the foreign versions of the game. I think the mod is for the US version now. That's alright, I am US based, so I will have to see that. Worst case scenario, I think I know what you're talking about, and I am aware that there may be a digital download for a ROM hack for that. So what I want to do though is I do want to play the base game first before I play it with mods, just so I can kind of, you know, see what the game is like and kind of form my own opinions of it. But that is definitely on the list of things I do want to do, is to do the modded version, the ROM hack version, because I'm also aware of the ROM hack of the Gran Turismo 2 that kind of fixes a lot of the issues with it, and also kind of combines it to sort of a single disc format. Granted, that one is a digital download only ROM hack. Yeah, I do want to try that soon too. But with streaming, yeah, there is it was something like the Gran Turismo 2 Plus or something like that. It was GT2 Plus or GT2 Complete Edition. But yeah, it basically kind of unlocks some of the unlocked content, and it makes it so that you can actually complete it to 100% completion, because there was a bug, especially on the early versions of the Gran Turismo 2 games, where you couldn't, because they deleted the drag racing events, you couldn't actually complete it to 100% completion. Oh, couldn't quite make it through. Come on, get it spun back forwards. GT2 is your favorite GT game. Yeah, GT2 is very nice as well. My personal favorite is Gran Turismo 3. I enjoyed the more kind of lax style of Gran Turismo 3, and the fact that you didn't have to worry about like potentially, you know, missing any content. Pretty much any vehicle in the game, you could either win it. You can win it in pretty much any race. Well, not any race, but like pretty much any vehicle you could either win in a certain race, or you could just purchase it straight up at pretty much any time. So you were free to kind of go through the game more or less at your own pace. Whereas in Gran Turismo 2 and Gran Turismo 4, as much as I really like those as well, and I think among those are the three best of the Gran Turismo series, there is a little bit of pressure and a little bit of fear of missing out with the used car dealerships in Gran Turismo 2 and Gran Turismo 4, where if you're looking to kind of get a certain vehicle, you really need to kind of know when those vehicles are available. My apologies. Let me 1 second. The game is just a tad bit loud. I'm gonna dial that back just a little bit. There we go. There we go. I feel like I don't have to shout quite as much now. Miss out? Wow. I'm pretty sure that's a war crime to just shoot missiles at street racers. Honestly, I don't like the handling in GT4. It does take a little bit to get used to. It is a little bit more understeery compared to previous games. But I still quite like it. It feels much better in the racing vehicles than it does in the street vehicles. But even then, Gran Turismo 4, just because of the sheer massive amount of content and the high quality of content, I still really like it. Ooh, that's close. That's that Corvette almost hit that spike strip. The only two things I don't quite like about Gran Turismo 4, the first one is just some of the events are very more so like the special events, like the license tests or the driving missions. Some of those are needlessly hard, especially for the North American or Japanese versions. Like the final license test is, you need to run basically a perfect lap around the Nordschleife. And then for obviously then there's mission 34, and I have done that before. I've 100% the game once in my lifetime, and everything else isn't that bad. Once you get past those two things, it's a lot of fun, and I do enjoy it, just because it feels like a love letter to cars. And the fact that they doubled the amount of license tests. Yes, that is. It sometimes it feels long for just long, just for to pad the game time. And they did kind of course correct in later games, which I'm appreciative of. But man, those license tests were some of the hardest in any Gran Turismo game, I think, especially the S licenses. That's a miss out. Come on, the car going straight again. Yeah, the license tests and the driving missions are the two things I don't quite like too much in GT4. Everything else though, I absolutely love. I love the sheer variety of the vehicles, all of the events. If you have a vehicle in Gran Turismo 4, there is an event it can be competitive in, which I love that. Which is one of the issues I have with Midnight Club 3. Okay, yeah, that one. That one I really like. Oh, I thought I had missed that. One. Come on, we are absolutely struggling right now, trying not to get busted. Okay, good. His tires are popped. We have a little bit of leeway now. We can finish second. No, we can finish first still. Midnight Club 3 is a lot of fun, and I think Midnight Club 3 kind of fixed a lot of the issues I had with Midnight Club 2. Midnight Club 2 is probably my least favorite of the series, just because Midnight Club 2 feels a lot more of trial and error with how the events are, where it's like, oh, it's less driving skill and more so just, oh, you need to find this one random like jump in order to kind of cross half the city. Midnight Club 3 definitely fixed a lot of that, with the checkpoints being a little bit closer together. So it's more so just how fast can you get through the checkpoints. Alright, where is the spike strip? Alright, barrels. There we go. And across the line. That being said though, I actually really like the first Midnight Club game a lot. Yeah, the first Midnight Club is very, very replayable. It's a lot of fun. It's also really, really difficult, but it's very fun. I love I love the Midnight Club series is definitely underrated, and I wish Rockstar would make another Midnight Club game, because the last Midnight Club game came out in 2008 for the PS3 era. And granted, it was such a good game. Midnight Club LA was, because had all the detailed interiors, what they can customize. Midnight Club 2, I like despite it being ludicrously hard. Midnight Club 1 is my least favorite. Those good favorites enough. Yeah, Midnight Club 1 is definitely very different than the rest. It feels more so like a combination of like Midtown Madness or Smuggler's Run with the handling physics. But I played those I played both of those games a decent amount as a kid as well. Granted, I haven't played those games in over a decade. I need to play those games. But it was a lot of fun. Midnight Club 1. I enjoyed. It was really good for the time. It was one of like the first sort of launch titles of the PS2 as well, which kind of allowed it to be really popular with the rest of, as an arcade racer, and kind of put the franchise on the map. And from a historical context, I really like it from there. And some of the races are really good. Midnight Club LA, Midnight Club LA was just an absolute beautiful send-off. But I would still love to see it come back, because like for the longest time, especially back during the 2010s, especially the later 2010s, my sort of Midnight Club fix was basically just playing a whole bunch of races in GTA 5, because that was like one of the few games where you kind of had like an open world with heavy amounts of car customization. There wasn't really anything else like that, especially because Need for Speed kind of went back a little bit. Need for Speed kind of went more so break the drift, and the handling wasn't as fun. The vehicles were gorgeous. Everything else was really good conceptually, but I didn't like the break the drift in the Need for Speed games then. And yeah, they unfortunately I don't think they can make racing games quite like they used to, at least not easily. Licensing for the big thing is just that their racing games are a very niche genre, and I will fully admit, as someone who loves and almost pretty much single-mindedly played racing games during his childhood, I will admit racing games are a niche, like a very small niche genre. But because of how expensive it is to license certain vehicles and everything, they are also very expensive to make. And you want to make sure you have a very good handling model. You want to make sure, the vehicles sound right. It is very labor and resource intensive. That kind of allows, it is very resource intensive as well, and you're catering to a fairly small market. So it makes things difficult.
Well done. You set a
But I
new
think
lap record.
I would rather have very good handling with a small car list than have a big car list with kind of mediocre handling. And even if they have to use non-licensed fake vehicles, if the handling itself is good, then the racing and the AI is good, then I think the game itself is good. Need for Speed 2010 was the only one that did break the drift well. Yeah, well that's because with that one, it was almost entirely on very wide, very open, like even back roads were about as wide as like, a 4-lane highway. It was just very open, so you can kind of have a sloppier handling model with break the drift, because there isn't a whole lot to crash into. There isn't a whole lot to crash into. When they went to a more urban setting with Most Wanted 2012, the break the drift really didn't work there, because you need extreme amounts of grip, extreme amounts of precision to be able to kind of navigate through those tight city streets with heavy traffic and with plenty of police sort of scattered around the world. And the map was made with British Design. The other games, however, yeah, those weren't quite as good. And I think, granted, I haven't played Unbound yet, I've been hearing mixed things about unbalanced handling and among other issues it has. But so far, of like the 2010s and 2020s,
I copy 27.
Hot Pursuit 2010, The Run, and then Heat were the only like really good handling Need for Speed games. And even then, Hot Pursuit 2010, it was just because the map itself was wide enough for Break the Drift to work.
Copy 27.
And the only reason that Break the Drift really worked in like the Burnout games, because people kind of point back to those as being very fun and people not having a whole lot of issues with handling there, is because Burnout kind of encourages more sloppy, more aggressive driving, where you're constantly, slamming up against opponents and everything, trying to, slam them into walls or cars and stuff. And even then, they still had to adjust some things with Burnout.
The chopper is in the air.
I've heard the grip handling Unbound is good, drift handling not so much. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm waiting for it to go on sale, and then I probably might pick it up. I'm also waiting to see if there's going to be any mods for the game, if they're going to be making the like a Unite mod for that, because I do want to try that out. Because the Unite mods for some of the Need for Speed games, those are really they kind of fix a lot of the issues with them. And because with the Need for Speed games, they handle very not they handle, but they sound. The vehicles sound really nice. The vehicles are beautifully detailed. The areas themselves would be good for driving if the handling was better. It's just they just needed to fix the handling. Like 2015 could have been a very good game if they went with more of a block box era, heavy grip. Vehicles kind of grip the ground almost like a Formula 1 car style handling. Like they did sort of in Underground 2 through Carbon. That would have been a very enjoyable experience. But oh, it's still better than Forza Horizon 5 in game's current state. I haven't played any Forza Horizon games. I really should. I do have Forza Horizon 4 in my library, but I have not yet played it. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through here. But I've never actually played. Okay, I've played Forza Motorsport 4, but I have not played any other Forza game. Just because for the longest time I was, family was basically a one console family, so it was Sony with the Gran Turismo games. So I've never actually gotten a chance to really play any Forza games. I'm looking at trying to get an Xbox emulator to work and seeing if I can't get some of the older, like Forza Motorsport, or even the old Forza Horizon games. Or like some of the old Forza Horizon games to work on like an Xbox emulator maybe. Or if I can't pick up like an Xbox 360 used, or Xbox One or whatever ones. I have to look at the games list and stuff like that and the exclusives. But yeah, I do want to eventually play the Forza games, but I've only played Forza Motorsport 4, which, granted, I have heard it is sort of one of the best of the Forza games. So, all right, good. We're up into the lead. Got an officer behind us. Hello, officer. Hello, Ossifer. Would you crash into that taxi, please? Thank you. Nice.
You're qualifying for the next round of knockout competition.
19-9.
Yeah, that is one of the downside of having games end up listed. I understand with that it's due to licensing rights and everything, which is a shame because I do want to eventually play Forza Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3. I'll have to find a way to get a physical copy of something. Also, whatever you do, don't play the 360 version of Forza Horizon 2. It's really bad. Noted. Okay, I will be sure to play the other version. Which consoles did the Forza Horizon 2 come out on? Well, the other one would be the Xbox One, right? Yes, Xbox One. Okay. Got it. I will have to Xbox One. Yeah, I'll have to. Like I said, I've got a couple of PlayStation. I've got the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 emulator. I got both of those working on the PC, and I've got a Sega Dreamcast emulator. I do want to try to get an Xbox emulator and begin sort of getting physical games for the Xbox Series games as well. So that'd be a lot of fun. Especially because, like I said, even during my childhood, I didn't really get a chance to play some of those games. And I do want to kind of play them now as an adult and kind of see what the hype was about, see if how good they were, kind of compare them to sort of, you know, growing up with the Gran Turismo series.
Vehicle is a yellow Porsche 911 Turbo.
So that would be so cool.
County local control. 54 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow Porsche.
All right, gotta watch our souls. Okay, good. We gotta be careful going through the mine shaft here. If we go too fast over that jump, we actually crash into the supports up top, and then we're kind of a sitting duck, and it's very easy to get busted there, especially if we land in the cop car. Trying to get a campaign started to get Forza Horizon 2 released and released on PC. Oh, I would. Yep, I'd love to join that campaign. I think. I would love to see a lot of remasters, especially on like PC, of older games, or even if not remasters, just sort of re-releases of older games.
All units stay tuned for a supervisor.
Because there's a lot of games that, you know, like as a kid I kind of missed out on, and I would pay money to, you know, to play some of these older games.
I have the subject in sight.
But there isn't any means to do so. No, at least not officially. You can technically run emulators and stuff like that, which does help with streaming. Like Forza Horizon 2 doesn't need a master, it just need to put back up in the store. Yeah, exactly. And maybe at most with like a bug, like I don't know if there's any bugs or anything like that, but if they, you know, do some minor bug fixing as well. There is, you know, for a lot of these games, you know, beloved games, and this is what kind of got me into emulation. A lot of these beloved games, you know, they are getting very, very old. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is a 2-decade-old game. And while I do have I still have my physical PS2, back in 2021, mid-2021, my PS2, it broke, and I had to take it apart, and it was very, very difficult finding parts for a PS2, because I had to get one of the new laser readers. I had to kind of replace that system on there. And finding, it was, not only was it expensive to get the parts, but finding the part and getting that delivered and everything, and making sure, you know, it was, you know, in good condition, it was very, very difficult. And then also I noticed that one of my games, from just over, you know, playing it so much, Need for Speed Carbon, because that is probably one of the games I have like the most playthroughs on. Because I love playing that game so much. I noticed that the disc itself was beginning to delaminate. So with that, I realized, oh my gosh, there may be a time that I am not going to be able to play these games that I loved as a kid, like later on in my life. So I kind of did a whole bunch of research and everything. And I realized, oh, I can emulate, you know, because I didn't really know too much about emulation. I thought it was, you know, super, super difficult. But in reality, it's not too difficult. You just need to make sure you have the right BIOS for some of these consoles. And you just make sure you kind of there's plenty of guys to set up the emulator online and everything. And I got that sorted. And I basically just spent like nearly like a week or so just, you know, copying the ISO files off of all my PS2 and PS1 games, and getting that set up. And oh man, it is a very, very good, very nice peace of mind to make sure to kind of know that I can play these. I can share these with my kids whenever I have kids. When I'm older. I have a livery for Forza Horizon 5 for my campaign. This needs to be downloaded enough, and maybe the devs will see it. Sweet. I would love to see. Definitely love to see more of the classic games re-released. One thing I would also love to see. Granted, this is an absolute pipe dream. One thing I would love to see is companies like Nintendo selling some of their old games on like the Steam store, or even if they had their own sort of digital store for playing those games on PC. Because Nintendo spends so much effort and so much resources, you know, doing cease and desist for a whole bunch of different emulators, and you know, making sure people can't stream their games if they're playing on emulators and all that stuff. But what they could do is they can make a whole bunch of money from selling these classic games online, you know, for people to purchase, and they can either sell them on Steam or, you know, with their own launcher or their own, you know, online store. Because I would love to play some of those old like F-Zero games, or you know, the old, you know, Super Mario World, you know, the Super Mario Brothers 3, all that stuff. And that would be a lot of fun. But instead of that, you know, Nintendo spends so much time just kind of doing cease and desist and stuff. They have the rights because they are the IP holders for those games as well. So it's not like, you know, they need to re-license Mario because, well, they own the rights to Mario. I don't understand that. And they can easily license the cars back. Microsoft is like the richest gaming company in the world. They can easily obtain a license. Yeah, the big thing is just making sure that making sure that they can see that there is a big enough demand for that, so they can license the cars, license the songs, and all that stuff, and that they'd still make a profit. Because as rich as they are still a company. They do still want to focus on profit. But I think the demand could be there for, at the very least, you know, remaking or re-releasing some of the old games for PC, for the Forza Horizon games. I know as of recently, there's also been a really big push, especially for Forza Horizon 1. So that was the one that really kind of had like a, you know, a story, you know, the rags to riches story. And even as someone that hasn't played those games, I am familiar with some of those names, like, you know, Darius Flint and that type of stuff. I you know, it's due to pop cultural osmosis. Even I know who some of these people are.
54-9. Spike strip has failed.
So, you know, it is something that I think could be very popular if they do a digital release for, like, at the very least PC. I think people would buy that up like hotcakes. Provided of course they don't do something like, you know, the Trilogy Definitive Edition like Rockstar Games did, where they kind of outsourced the development of the remake to, you know, to some company that doesn't really know what that isn't really, you know, putting in the effort or doing the best to really kind of make the games, you know, really nice, and you end up with a subpar product. In that regards, that would be very poor. That wouldn't be very good of them to do.
Impressive. You have just won the U.S. versus Germany race knockout.
Nice.
You've unlocked Outback 2.
Nice.
You've set a new record for this track.
Alright, let's turn to Ultimate Racer. Let's go back now to the championship. Let's enter another race. There. See what we have available to us. Get a nice drink of water. Actually, I believe Forza Horizon 2 is more deserving of remaster than Forza Horizon 1. Forza Horizon 1 is emulatable. Even if Forza Horizon 2 360 can be eliminated, that version is really bad. There isn't, well, hang on, 360, that's PS3 era. So Xbox One, that's PS4 era. Yeah, okay, so there isn't, I know there's a PS3 emulator, and I know there's a Xbox 360 emulator, but I guess there hasn't really been an emulator for the 8th generation of consoles yet, which is a shame. Be cool to see that. Be cool to see what the creation of like a PCSX 4 or Xbox One emulator as well. That'd be really nice. Alright, we're doing the Lamborghini Past and Present event. Prove the new Lamborghini is every bit as good as the old, as you are presented the task of defeating a field of 7 Diablos, using a new Murcielago in this 4-race tournament. Oh, and the bright orange. Very, very nice. To be fair though, between the Murcielago and the Diablo, I much prefer the Diablo, especially the older ones with the pop-up headlights. There's just something about that aesthetic, especially in the deep purple. Is very, very nice looking. But the Murcielago is a really cool car too. Both of them are absolutely gorgeous. Love a lot of the Lamborghinis, the wedge shape. Spice on the Xbox One can't be hacked, and cracking consoles is a big step for emulation to work. Oh, that's unfortunate. Man, because I do think, as I've kind of discovered emulation and everything, I do think emulation is a very good means of, especially if developers either can't or won't, make games as a permanent digital, make games that can be accessed digitally, permanently, or at the very least, for a very long time, to sort of maintain the gaming legacy. I think emulation is the next step to making sure that you can kind of preserve those memories and those really, really good games. Because while other mediums frequently get remastered and re-released, things like movies and music and stuff like that gets remastered for the newest formats, or gets updated. Video games, I don't think currently we're just barely starting to kind of see that, with really, really old games from the past are now starting to kind of see the light of day again and being re-released. Which is a shame, because as a medium, I think video games are also very, very enjoyable, if not more enjoyable than movies or as music, and can be just as historically significant as movies and music. And I think to just let the sands of time kind of erode away at the ability to play and experience these games, I think is a bit heartbreaking, because especially as a kid, I grew up with these games. I loved playing these games. I remember playing the split screen all the time with my dad. Especially with Gran Turismo and the Need for Speed games and everything. Or trying to one up each other on the lap times. Like that was so much fun. And to kind of have that just be well, when I was a kid, this happened, and not being able to actually showcase that is a bit sad. Like you can pull up classic music from pretty much any time period for the most part. There's very, very few songs that I think there are very, very, very few songs that haven't been preserved in some medium or another. Same with movies. If you want to watch a movie, it's very, very difficult to find a movie that you cannot find and watch in some modern format.
You place second.
Yeah, game preservation is very, very important. I definitely think so as well. That's also why I like playing some of these old games, because it allows me to kind of gush about these games to people that may or may not have played them before. Granted, a lot of people that are watching right now have played them previously, but it is a lot of fun, and it kind of revitalize that interest in those older games. Maybe create more of a demand to be able to play some of these old games. I'd definitely love to have that happen more. Because I know emulation, especially if you don't use like a physical copy, or if you get a digital copy online via, it is a legal a legal speed bump, to put it nicely. So with that, it can be very, very difficult, and you know, you do have game companies like Nintendo that have really been anti-emulation in the past and even nowadays. That do make things very, very difficult for video game preservation. But I would love to see if companies aren't going to be, you know, supportive of emulation of their old titles, that then, you know, sort of increases the desire for the new titles as well. Because, you know, playing, you know, I was talking about this earlier. Yeah, Nintendo would be like, don't pirate games that we don't sell. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Nintendo is a very interesting company. On one hand, I love a lot of the games they make, and the games they make, even nowadays, with some people saying that gaming has declined, the games they make are still incredibly high quality. Like, they put their heart and soul into developing, you know, very, very high quality games that are enjoyable for everyone. And for that, I have an immense amount of respect for them. But what I don't like is the fact that they don't, like, they artificially limit the ability to access these older games that people my age grew up playing and would also still love to play. And I think that is a bit anti-consumer, because they are sitting on a literal gold mine of IPs. They could make so much money, especially if they release it on PC, because, like I said, I grew up in a one console house, and most of the Nintendo games I bought and played were, you know, for the Super Nintendo, before I kind of got my PlayStation 2, which was like my first new console. And even then, the PS2 I've had for a very, very long time. But like, I would easily pay, you know, $10, $15, even $20 to play some of these old games again on PC. For the most part, that's true. But some games like Mario Strikers, Battle League, and the new Pokemon games are very unfinished, though. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I did hear about the new Pokemon game. I didn't hear too much about Mario Strikers Battle League. But it is unfortunate, the new Pokemon game, especially because, you know, you do have, you know, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that, especially now that I, you know, actually have a day job and I'm, you know, making decent money, we can kind of afford. Like, I do have, you know, my wife, she's got a Switch and she plays. Her and I play a lot of the Nintendo games up on there. You know, Breath of the Wild is also like a very, very open world game with, you know, plenty of different resources in there. But that game is, you know, incredibly, it plays incredibly well. And the graphics, you know, everything, the detail is so much more than the Pokemon games. And it runs so much better. And I think with that one, it was Game Freak and Nintendo kind of being, more so Game Freak, because they're the ones that actually developed the game, being a bit, I don't want to say lazy, but maybe not putting forth 100%. Or at the very least, maybe having issues with the Switch software. But yeah, like, but even then though, it's like we you know, you got to find exceptions to the greatness as opposed to finding exceptions to the mediocrity with a lot of other games in the industry nowadays, which is a bit unfortunate. But you do have a lot of these classic games, and then those classic Nintendo games were also still, you know, top tier. But a lot of them can't be accessed. But in Nintendo could easily make so much money just by releasing digital versions, either releasing like the full library on like the Switch, or releasing like a full library, or to release a decent collection of the library from you know, at least go start with the best sellers and work your way down from there. On like the PC, and allow people to kind of, you know, relive that, you know, kind of relive their childhoods, or, you know, kind of explore some of the classic IPs that they couldn't if they're, you know, younger than people like us. They can kind of explore, you know, the games that were, you know, created before their time, and see how fun they are, because some of those games still hold up very, very well. Like the F-Zero games, I still have so much fun playing. And of course, you know, the classic Mario platformers, the 2D Mario platformers, again, are still very, very high quality. But it's... Nintendo doesn't want to do that. And granted, it is their choice, and I can kind of respect that choice, but I don't agree with that choice. Okay, it was nice talking with you. Thank you for stopping by. I do hope you enjoy watching the football game with the family. And again, thanks for stopping by. Don't worry, you don't have to feel obligated to watch, you know, the entirety of the stream or everything like that. But it is fun, kind of doing the discussions as well. Very, very fun. Thank you. Let's make sure we stay ahead of this Black Diablo. This has been a little bit difficult. It's been a little bit difficult. That Diablo has been very, very close behind us throughout this entire tournament. And they even managed to steal a victory from us right at the very end there. So let's make sure we hold on to the lead as we go through the mine shaft. Absolutely really cool going through here. As the car gets very wobbly over the boards. Alright, up into the lead. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Alright, we really need to make sure we win this, because right now we're kind of even on points with that Black Diablo. We had one win, they had one win. Make sure we get back up with kind of extend our points lead, just so we have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of breathing room. Ooh, final corner, come on, don't do that. Don't be mean to me. There we go. Nice. Nice. There we go, we're up now into the points lead. Alright, in that final race of the championship, or of this tournament, there we go. Very nice. Alright, Tropical Circuit 2. Alright, here we go. Very long point to point. I love the tropical area though. It's very, very vibrant, very pretty. And with the top end, a very, very high end supercar like the Murcielago, like the Diablo. It's a very, very nice to race through. Absolutely gorgeous. If they do remake, or at least re-release this game, I would love to have a photo mode in it. Love to see all the very, very nice supercars, you know, in the gorgeous the gorgeous locations, getting pictures and everything. Very fun. That is one thing from the newer Need for Speed games that I quite like is the photo mode. Alright, nice and easy. We're up into the lead. The Black Diablo is in the third, so we don't have to worry too much about them. And just take this nice and smooth down the downhill section as we work our way into the city. Having minor bouts of understeer. This is a four-wheel drive car, so it does have just a little bit of understeer, and it also, for a supercar, is a little bit heavy with the big, very big V12 in the back. Oh, it looks so nice. I love my supercars. Just cars of the 90s and early 2000s in general just look so nice. Okay, most of them. There's very few cars in this game that I feel haven't aged well. But most of them, you look back at them now and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I think the only two that I think haven't aged quite as well is the Mercedes CL55 AMG and the Jaguar XKR. Jaguar XKR more so because it kind of looks a little bit like a slightly sportier Ford Taurus, which I may get flack for saying that, but it does look a little kind of bubbly, a little too rounded without a whole lot of other things to kind of break up the bubble design. And the CL55, while it still looks decent, it definitely looks very more dated compared to a lot of the other vehicles in the game. And that, unfortunately, is just the nature of luxury cars more than anything else. Luxury cars age much quicker, I feel, compared to anything else. Because with them, they kind of bring in a whole bunch of the trends of those time, and they absolutely stuff the vehicle chock full of them. And what that does is that means when those trends go out of style, that entire vehicle goes out of style. Look at the early 2000s, you know, Escalades and Lincoln Navigators and stuff, and you kind of see they also look very dated. Whereas speed and performance will very rarely ever be dated. I mean, you look at some of the American luxury cars, like the Lincoln Continentals during the time period, or like the Cadillacs of the 50s. Well, the Cadillacs of the 50s now are sort of old school cool. You know, they very quickly kind of fell out of fashion with the big, massive tail fins and all that stuff. So that's mostly just due to the nature of it being more a luxury car than a performance vehicle. So you know, the styling of it does kind of lend itself to be just a little bit dated. Alright, found a couple of corners of the final race of this tournament. Make sure we keep the lead from the Diablos. We will be leading the Stampede across the finish line, past the waterfalls. Here we go. And across the line. Yes. Nice.
You won the race.
Very nice.
Well done. You have just won the Lamborghini Past versus Present.
Very nice.
You've unlocked Rocky Canyons.
Nice.
You placed first.
That's good. That's one more event that we can cross off the list. Alright, let's go back to Hot Pursuit. Let's see what awaits us here. I already did a race knockout. The ultimate road race. Let's do it. You don't see races like this one every day. 4 McLaren F1 supercars in a winner-take-all race at 4 wins. If you beat them and avoid the cops at the same time, you'll unlock the McLaren F1. More importantly, you'll be crowned the ultimate racer. Nice. Let's do it in our gorgeous silver McLaren F1. Let us blow the doors off the police. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. 2, 1, now. Oh, this is still gonna be a fairly long race though. 6 laps and 4 wins. Not quite a 10-lap endurance race, but with the police, it will be very high intensity from start to finish. Although, with it being this long, I do wonder if the other McLaren F1s will be able to avoid getting completely arrested. I know at these speeds, it does make things very, very difficult for the AI to avoid, especially the spike strips. So if we can get them all arrested, we may be able to have them, you know, a very easy, very smooth race to the line. So we're up in the first place. No police yet, I'm surprised. It's very, very calm, a bit of a calm before the storm. There we go. 1 minute into the race, there's the officer.
46 County. He flew through the radar. He's going 100 plus.
Only 100? We can go much faster.
Overtake a vehicle.
28 County. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a black McLaren F1.
County local patrol. 28 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a black McLaren F1.
A whole bunch of police after us all now.
Pursuit of the suspect.
I copy 46.
19 County. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a red McLaren F1.
I gotta get turned in.
County on patrol. 19 in high-speed
I got the
pursuit.
black McLaren F1 just to the right of us.
McLaren F1.
46
And a
County.
beautiful, beautiful silver McLaren F1.
I'm near the gorge.
Alright, through the lookout. Very fast through here. Very nice. And our beautiful, beautiful BMW V12 powered, very lightweight hypercars racing through the twisties. Well, we got one that's challenging us for position right now. That black McLaren F1 is being very, very
46,
feisty.
27. Let's force him off this road. Hit him.
Come on, let's do this. They haven't even started doing roadblocks yet. I'm surprised for the pursuit being going on for a minute and a half. Surprised there's no calls for roadblocks and no supervisors.
He's not stopping.
Come on, get us a supervisor. Get us some roadblocks. I want to see the opponents get arrested. Ow, ow, hey, no, bad officer.
Sergeant been advised.
There we go, now we got a supervisor.
Contact 1 and stand by for a supervisor.
46 County. Request permission to use roadblock.
Now they're using roadblocks. There we go.
46 County. I'm out of commission.
County 46. Tow truck en route. ETA 20 minutes.
Alright, let's watch ourselves go around the corner. Let's see if there's an opening. There is. There we go. Around the Lamborghinis. Very nice. Very, very nice.
The suspect is blasted right through here. 27-9. Permission to set up another roadblock.
I copy 27.
County local patrol. The helicopter is airborne.
There we go. Now we got a helicopter. It's going to be starting to drop barrels on us, shooting missiles at us, and eventually dropping spike strips. Things are heating up. Slowly but surely, they are slowly turning up the heat. The water is slowly coming to a boil. And we're a frog just kind of sitting in what we think is a hot springs.
I have the suspect.
It's nice and cozy. The water slowly boils around us.
19-9. The roadblock is in position.
County all patrol. Roadblock is in place.
Alright, do we have a gap? Yeah, we do. Go for the gap. If gap car. Some Brazilian guy said that.
Right through here. 19-9. Let's try setting another roadblock.
Copy 19.
Nice and smooth through here. Gotta watch ourselves, make sure the helicopter does not drop any barrels on us. Let's avoid the barrels, get through here. They are absolutely littering the road.
Rotor 1 County. He's really moving down there.
There we go. Alright, we've managed to maintain the lead despite that issue there. We are missing a headlight though.
Rotor 1 County. Approaching the monument.
I wonder how much it costs to repair these vehicles after each race. So we do kind of thrash them around just a little bit.
Roadblock is in place.
Alright, we have a gap on the outside. Thank you for leaving that big gap there, officers.
Gone through the roadblock. 28-9. Let's try setting up another roadblock. Copy 28.
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Gotta get ourselves turned in through here. Make sure we maintain our lead. Yeah, we do have a good gap between us and the pack behind us. But the pack behind us is indeed a pack. It is all three of them, about 2 seconds each behind us. And they're all racing close together. It should make things very easy once they start doing spike strips. There's a chance that they'll all run over the spikes. If they all get busted. That'll be the first time they get busted.
Not stopping.
Miss Al? Nope. I saw that.
I'm in the ditch.
Yeah, you're in the side of a building, mate.
27. I have the subject.
Oh, that bounced.
All units.
I was not expecting it to bounce that
Is
far.
set.
Miss Al, hi.
28 County. We're code 4 here.
Copy 28.
Alright, one of them got busted. That's good. Our poor McLaren is very damaged. Hello, officer. Spikes? Spikes? Yes, spikes.
19-9. Spike strip has failed.
Yes, one of them got busted there.
19-9.
Okay, good. Both of them got busted. Every one of the AI is at one bust.
Have the driver in custody.
I copy 27.
Come on. Nice and smooth, nice and easy through here.
28 County. In pursuit. Vehicle is a red McLaren F1.
Alright, and now the red McLaren F1's back to being
High-speed pursuit.
busted. Well, not busted, but being chased by police. Hopefully the others will be in pursuit or being pursued soon. Alright, gotta go around the outside, avoid the roadblock. Oh gosh.
Spike stake has failed. 27-9. Permission to set up another roadblock.
Barrels,
27.
barrels, police, spikes.
County. Commencing pursuit.
Oh, it's a little bit hectic.
Black McLaren F1.
County, all units.
We gotta struggle.
28 in high-speed
Miss out.
pursuit.
Oh, please let me get up to speed. Alright, there's spike strips. Oh, red McLaren just got spiked. That's gonna leave it busted.
27 County. I've stopped the McLaren F1.
I copy 27.
Okay, red McLaren F1 has 2 busts.
Is on the left. By the line.
Oh, they decided to put the roadblock
The spike strip
on the
is
off-road section. That's gonna make things difficult. Very difficult. Wow, come on. Go, 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 go.
9. Permission to set up another roadblock. Copy 28.
Okay, they're all at 2 busts now.
County. This boy's done.
I copy
Nice.
27.
They're at 2 busts. I think we had a chance that all 3 of them could end up arrested, like full on arrested. If so, that would be very funny. They've got 2 busts, so we're only halfway done this
Rotor 1
race.
County, approaching the
So we
footbridge.
got a decent chance of that happening.
Rotor 1 County, the subject is not slowing down.
Gotta watch yourselves a little bit going through here.
On the right.
Strip is on the right.
County local
Okay.
patrol. The spike strip is set.
How far to the right? Not that far. Not far enough.
28-9. Permission to
No,
set
they
up
did not
another
work.
roadblock.
Not one bit.
Copy 28.
Oh, that silver McLaren got busted a 3rd time. One more. Whoa! What the? Okay. That's new. We got absolutely yeeted across the track. If that silver McLaren gets busted one more time, that means they get arrested. So that silver McLaren is already at a major disadvantage.
Rotor 1 County, the subject is not slowing down.
The spike strip is deployed on the left. By
Got it.
Imperial Lane.
Another spike strip. That's another chance for at least one of the group
Strip is set.
to get busted. Let's hope maybe all three. That'd be cool. Kind of ease up just a little bit. Let them go across the strip.
46 County. I hit the ditch.
1946. I have the subject.
Oh, that's a spike strip. All right, gotta go all the way to the right.
Spike strip has failed. Suspect
Oh,
is
we were just a little bit too far ahead.
Let's get another roadblock.
We were just a little bit slower. That red McLaren would have been busted as they went across the spike strip.
Commencing pursuit.
Oh, never mind. They went across a different spike strip.
County, all units.
Very nice.
28 in
GG,
high-speed
Mika.
pursuit. Vehicle is a red McLaren
Alright, Mika's been
F1.
busted 3 times. The silver McLaren's been busted 3 times. The black McLaren's only been busted twice.
Copy 46.
Alright. Oh no! Sweet! One of them's arrested. Alright.
We're slowing up to do a pit.
One of them is now out of commission.
The spikes
Only
are
gotta worry
on the
about
left,
2 more.
by the S-curves.
County all patrols. Spike strip is deployed. It's near the S curve.
Alright, through the barricade.
28-9.
Oh,
Spike strip
you got
deployed.
spiked?
28.
Are you gonna be arrested?
Permission to set up another roadblock? I copy 28.
Nope, not quite. Okay.
46 County. In pursuit.
You've got
Vehicle
one
is a
more.
black McLaren F1.
Black McLaren's got 2 more strikes that it can use.
46 in high
Silver
speed
McLaren's got
pursuit
1
is
more.
a black
Well, actually, no more.
McLaren F1.
Black McLaren can get busted twice.
28-9.
Silver McLaren can get busted once before it's arrested.
County all patrols. The spike strip is set.
Okay.
Near the
Let's slow things down. Let's slow things down. Nice and easy through here.
28-9. The suspect missed the
Yes!
spike strip. 28-9.
Alright, Silver McLaren is now arrested.
Another roadblock? I copy 28.
What? What? No! That Silver McLaren has gotten busted so many times. How has it not been arrested yet?
46 County. In pursuit. Vehicle is a silver McLaren F1.
County local patrol. 46 in high speed pursuit. Vehicle is
That Silver McLaren
F1.
has... I swear he's gotten busted way too many times for to not be arrested. Mm-mm.
19-9. He's attempting to elude me.
That's... They might be a little bit cheatsy there. Alright, come on, let's...
19-9. He's out
We
of
need
control.
another spike strip. We need another spike strip so we can try to get the black McLaren busted.
27-19.
There we go.
Suspect.
There we go. Let's keep everything nice.
County all patrols.
Nice and
Spike strip
close.
is deployed.
Yep, there you go.
Suspect is still fleeing. 28-9. Let's get another roadblock.
Busted. There you go. You've been busted now.
46 County. Suspect apprehended.
Copy 46.
Nice. Oh, no. Okay, the black... Okay, I may have gotten the 2 mixed up. So now I only have one more opponent. Let's see if we can't sandbag just a little bit to get them arrested.
He's going 120 plus.
I copy 27.
Make sure we keep that silver McLaren F1 right behind us. If we can be the last man standing, that'd be hilarious.
County all patrols. Spike strip is deployed.
I want to ease up just a little bit. Never mind, we won't have to ease up. That barrel will slow us down regardless. That's what you get for watching your mini-map instead of what's in front of you. Oh, go, 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 go.
Strip didn't work. 19-9.
There we go. Alright, there's a spike strip there.
19.
Will they hit it? They didn't hit it. Okay. That's fine. They got to be within roughly like a second and a half of us. in order to really be affected by the spike strips. So we're kind of, they're holding back though. I think the game is wising up to our tactics of slowing down just enough that we kind of cause them to get arrested. Or that McLaren is very, very far back now.
County local patrol. Spike strip is deployed.
I was hoping they would be going much faster. Come on, let's see if he gets.
Let's see if we can get his airbags into deploy.
Oh,
The vehicle
not
missed
quite.
the spike strip.
He managed to miss it.
Permission to set
All right,
up another
GG,
roadblock.
GG. Come on, we need to get him arrested as well. I want to be the last person standing. That is the goal now. That other silver McLaren has maybe wisened up just a little bit, because they're staying much further back behind us. And even as we slow down, they are also slowing down by quite a large margin.
County local patrol.
Alright, spikes coming up on the left. Let's slow down just a little bit. Keep them right within. Miss out. Okay, don't have to slow down. That'll slow us down. Hi there, Miss Out. Yes! Yes, you hit the spikes.
Permission to set up another roadblock. Copy 19.
Busted. Okay. Are they gonna get arrested?
Copy 46.
Nope, not quite. They have one more. I swear they've gotten busted so many times though. Come on, nice and smooth through here.
We're trying to divert him onto a secondary road.
Come on. Come on, catch up again. Let's have you go over another spike strip. It'd be fun. It'd be so much fun.
Rotor 1 County. He's really moving down there.
19-9. Spike strip is on the right.
County local patrol.
Alright, good. Let's have you catch up just a little bit more.
Rotor 1 County. The vehicle missed the spike strip.
Oh, you didn't hit that spike strip that time. Alright, good job. Nice.
Copy 19.
Come on, we have one more lap. We gotta get them arrested.
In pursuit. Vehicle is a silver McLaren F1.
County local patrol. 46 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a silver McLaren F1.
Alright, other silver McLaren's being pursued. This should be the last time they can get busted.
Hit the ditch.
So let's cause some issues for them.
I'll load him.
Let's cause lots of issues for them. Come on.
County, all units.
Oh.
The spike strip is set.
One of the officers hit one of the busted vehicles. Yes. Yes. Ooh, are they gonna get arrested? That's I know it. That's been at least 3 busteds.
Copy 46.
Okay, is someone keeping count of that? I swear they've been busted like 4 or 5 times now.
Rotor 1 County. Approaching the S curve.
They had to have been arrested.
You're busted.
GG. Well played. Thank you, officer. Yep, I'll pay the ticket. Yeah, da 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 da. That was a very, very, very smart barrel drop by the helicopter. They did a very good job with that. Thank you. Alright, so now the downside though is that means that it's going to take a little bit to get spike strips back up. So I don't think that silver McLaren is going to be able to be arrested now. I swear it's been busted so many times though.
County, all units. 27 attempting to overtake vehicle.
27 county. He's going 160 plus.
I copy 27.
Yeah, I don't think.
46 county. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a silver.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the other McLaren
County
F1.
Local Patrol, 46 in high-speed pursuit.
They're not going to be able to have him arrested.
McLaren F1.
It's a shame. I wanted to see every single driver get arrested in the race to see what it would be like just doing lap after lap, being the only one left. How intense the cops would be because there's only one person to go after.
All units, this is getting out of hand. Let him go.
Oh, okay.
27 county, terminating pursuit of the
They gave up
suspect.
very easily that time around. That's okay. We got a couple corners left. Let's make sure we finish in the lead, in front of the other silver McLaren F1. Couple corners, one left, two rights. Now just two rights. There we go. And there's the finish line across the bridge. Boom. Nice. Very, very nice.
Well done. You've won the ultimate road race. You're
Yes.
the ultimate road racer.
Yes,
You've
yes,
unlocked
yes.
the bonus event.
We've unlocked
You've got
the
a
bonus
top time for
event.
this track.
Very nice. Okay. If you excuse me for just 1 second, though, I do apologize. I will be right back, but I do need to run to the restroom. I'll be back in really quick. Okay, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience. Alright. Nice. Let us go back to the world racing. Let's see what we have here. The Ferrari F50 Endurance Challenge. Let's do it. 3-lap bonus event in Island Outskirts. Okay. Beautiful Ferrari F50. Let's have it in red this time. Ferraris look good in red. Oh, and we're going to be racing against some of the Need for Speed editions of the Ferrari F50. Well, it's this event. Exactly. Welcome, AG Kaiju. Good to see you. This event... Oh, I don't want to be in the interior view. There we go. Better. Yeah, these events are the last couple of events are very tricky because you're going to be going up against vehicles that are already going to be much faster than you. And the AI is absolutely ruthless going through this. Granted, so are the palm trees are also very ruthless. The only events with the cockpit view, if I recall. Yeah, I think so. Which is really cool. Kind of a nice little kind of throwback to some of the early Need for Speed games where they had cockpit view in most of the vehicles. The downside is though, with the handling of these vehicles and everything, cockpit view is a little bit distracting. And you've gotten so used to handling the vehicle in third-person view by the time you get through it, through the rest of the game, it's a little bit difficult? Did my eyes... What was I seeing things there, or did that pink Ferrari just drive straight through a taxi without hitting it? That may have just been a minor optical illusion, but I could have sworn I just saw that Ferrari drive straight through the taxi. Alright, well, let's get up into the lead. Let's recover from that early race crash. Gotta watch ourselves through here. Right, little tippy tap of the brakes if the car turned in. We're right now, we are mired in the mid pack. We need to really kind of push, really get back up with the rest of the field. The F50 is a little bit understeery compared to some of the other cars in the game. It's alright, it's alright. Alright, let's cut across the beach. Cut off just a little bit of time. Had to jump back a few seconds, and you guys did not see it. That pink F50 did clip to that taxi. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't just seeing things. I saw that, and I'm like, wait. That doesn't seem right. Something seemed off there. Something's off with my driving. But wow. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't just hallucinating there. Okay, that was very close. Very up close and personal with the palm trees. Didn't hit him though that time. I was able to shave just a couple seconds going through. Come on, let's get up with the leaders. Let's get up in front of the leaders as well. Man, these last couple of events, they are very difficult, very challenging. And the AI is absolutely ruthless. There we go. Top speed. First place as well. Good. Good. Let's make sure we maintain that. We're about 1.5 laps. Please let me get off you. Oh boy. Right, nice and smooth through here, nice and smooth. Going through the few bits of twisty sections on this track. Let's take the long way around. Yeah, this one, especially when I was younger, was very difficult. The AI really ramped up the difficulty in these bonus events. And you basically, instead of having like 1 or 2 that are, you know, occasionally within a second of you, the entire pack is right there with you. And it is so challenging because you can't block an entire pack. You can block maybe 1 or 2 drivers and hold them at bay. You cannot block an entire pack. It is very challenging, very tricky. And the F50, while it is an absolutely gorgeous car, it is a little bit understeery. It doesn't quite like to turn as much as some of the other cars in the class. And that was very rude. Don't do that. Don't do that, pink Ferrari. I gotta get past. Make the pass on the dirt, on the beach. Alright, one more lap. Come on. Let's make it a clean one. We've got this. Carry as much speed through the final corner. Oh, jeez, they're being very aggressive. Up to the top speed. Alright, gotta watch the palm trees. Gotta watch the palm trees through here. Cut through here. Back to this way. Hit the brakes just a tad. Get the car nice and turned in to take the upper route. This upper route is a bit faster. If ever so slightly. Okay, there we go. Nice. Little tap of the wall there, that's alright. Little bit of speed dimples on the car. Nice and easy through the volcano section. We might actually be able to get this first try if I don't jinx myself. Alright, through the forest. This is where it gets a little bit tight, a little bit technical with the double hairpins. Alright, first hairpin done. Through the waterfall section. Okay, good. Now we're getting back out of the forest, working our way through. Getting to the beach section. Gotta watch ourselves in this corner here, watch understeer, because there is a big clipping point that it will basically put you searching for first gear. Alright, it'll split. We gotta go to the right, because the right will allow us to go through the beach. Understeer, a lot of understeer. Okay, come on. I'm surprised the Need for Speed Edition Ferraris aren't right up with us. Those ones are usually a bit faster than the rest. They may have had a few issues. May have clipped a few palm trees through the beach, cut some time off for a lap time here. Oh boy, a lot of collisions with the wall. Oh, they're gaining. You! No! No! Bollocks.
Congratulations! You placed second.
Where did that
You
speed
failed to
come
complete
from?
This event.
Where did that speed come from? It just the very last turn. Dom must have had the power of family on his side, because my word, we were in the lead and just and we did find out that the AI does rubber band quite a bit in this game, especially if they get stuck and they get and you almost lap them. And they get unstuck, you can see just how fast they can go with the rubber banding like fully in place. Because it is terrifying. They'll go 0 to 120 in an instant. Please don't block me. You're being very rude. You're being very aggressive. That's what you get for being very rude. You crash into a palm tree. Alright, second try. I did jinx myself. First try was unsuccessful. Got past right at the very end there. That Ferrari came out of nowhere though. It had so much speed. Wow. Alright, nice and easy. Get it through the volcano section, carry your speed through here. A little tap of the wall, that's okay. Won't slow us down too much. That'll slow us down a little bit more, but that's okay. That is alright. Carry the speed through the higher speed sections. Gotta watch out through the lower speed sections. Lower speed sections, the car wants to understeer just a little bit. Car wants to understeer pretty much in general, though. Alright, through the hairpins. Past the waterfall as we make our way now towards the beach section. Hi there, I see you. I hear you more than I see you right behind me. I'm not really looking at my rear views that much, but I hear you. Hi there. Please ease off just a tad. Oh my gosh, this race is very nerve-wracking because you have the entire pack of Ferrari F50s just chasing you down. And if you make any major mistakes, you will be passed pretty much by everyone. And that makes things difficult. Okay. There we go. Let's gain some time on the dirt, on the sands, past the filming equipment. There we go. Whew. First lap, so far so good. We got one Ferrari that is just basically glued right to our rear bumper. Alright, come on, let's carry some speed through the palm tree sections to the highway. Top speed, very nice, up to 205. Okay, gotta carry some speed through this section, make sure we don't clip any palm trees. Riskier line, but it allows us to carry a lot of speed going into the elevated section here. Which is good because you basically need to run, not necessarily near perfect, but just a very, very fast laps. Like brutally quick laps. No major mistakes, no issues. Whew. Okay, we got a yellow Ferrari about a half second behind us. Okay, they took the slow way. They took the way that goes over the lava. That's very dumb of them. Now we got the Need for Speed Edition Ferrari behind us. To make things just a little bit tricky. Just a little bit tricky. Okay. We're about halfway through the second lap, about halfway through the race of attempt number 2 of this event. The one that really tripped me up quite a bit from my last playthrough was the one with the Ferrari F50s. That one was very... Taxi! That one was very difficult. Oh. Alright, that Ferrari was trying to carry that taxi to victory. That wasn't going to work out for them. Alright, we need to catch up to Mika. Normally I'm used to seeing a Mika and a McLaren instead of a Ferrari, but hey, drivers can change teams. Good to see Mika is back from sabbatical though. Alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. Alright, we need to gain on Mika. Come on, Mika, I'm right behind you. Make a mistake. Oh dear. A little bit squirrely over that bump. I got Dom right there. Absolutely launching in front of us. Oh, nice. I didn't even have to do anything. Mika just crashed out. Very nice. Very good, very good. I am balancing off the rub limiter. Going as fast as we can. Okay. Hi there, I hear you. You're just to the right of me. You! Frolican, don't do that. You're being very mean to me. Very rude. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, Dom is behind us. On the final lap, he's probably gonna use the power of family to shoot back up into the lead around the final corner like he did the previous attempt. Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on. Carry some speed through these corners. We need to make sure we get as far ahead as we can to make sure we're able to block them going on the final corner because they get an insane amount of speed on that final section. Ooh, a little bit squirrely, a little bit squirrely. Come on, regain traction. Just look behind you and it's just nothing but F50s just right behind you. Oh, that is a terrifying sight. Alright, come on, we can carry more speed. Dama's a little bit into the lead. They take a shorter pathway. They're gonna need to go slower through that corner because they get very, very tricky. I'm watching the positions, all the AI jockey for position right behind us. That's how you know the entire field is right up behind you when you see them, all the colors constantly changing on the tree. Oh boy. Alright, through the off-road section. Come on, we need to carry speed. We need to carry as much speed as we can. Nope, no. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Defensive mode. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Oh my, where are you going?
The winner!
Whew. Okay. I just saw the pink one flying up.
You've won the Ferrari F50 Endurance Challenge.
Oh, I remember I saw the pink one flying up behind us. Whew. That was terrifying. That was very tricky. Very, very tricky. Nice. The Ferrari 360 Challenge. Alright, let's see what else we have available. McLaren F1 Invitational Tournament. I think that's everything in the championship. Let's see what we have in Hot Pursuit. Ferrari 550 endurance. That one is tricky. Now we also have the US versus Italy race knockout. Close to unlocking the next car. Yes, we are. Very, very close. All right, US versus Italy race knockout or the F50 endurance race. Let's do this one. We're already kind of high strung a bit. So we may as well go into this one. This one is very difficult, very tricky. 14,000 points. Yes, very, very close. And we're gonna attempt to unlock all the cars. We're gonna be doing that grind eventually to get everything unlocked. But this race is tricky. If you thought the F50 race was tricky, this one is even more difficult because the police are absolutely relentless. And that Need for Speed edition Ferrari F50 is so fast. It is tricky. It is very tricky. Thankfully, we are a little bit further behind, so we can let them maybe get deal with the police for just a little bit.
54 cap. Commencing traffic stop.
Copy 54.
All right, and they're taking all the shortcuts as well. It's a shame this race is so difficult because it is the 550 Barchetta is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful cars in the game. It is just so nice looking. Looks a bit less nice when it's damaged, but it still is a very, very beautiful car, especially in that bright red. It's a very, very nice car. I love my front engine Ferraris. Alright, gotta watch traffic. Don't bump me. Don't test my airbag. Come on, this is a beautiful car. There's less than 1,000 of them ever made. Please do not bump me. Alright, come on. Easy. I know you're gonna try to run me off the road. Don't do that. Hit the brakes a little bit.
Suggest the use of a roadblock.
Copy 54.
Alright, the sun to use roadblocks. You're being very aggressive,
We have a barricade.
officer.
It's near the vineyards.
You're gonna be paying for damages to my vehicle.
Roadblock is in place.
Oh, please get it straightened up. Alright, well, the first place Ferrari did
The suspect ran the roadblock.
open up that gap just a little bit further for us.
Permission to set
Can
up
you
another roadblock.
stop? You're being very annoying, officer.
27 County. We're code 4 here.
Copy 27.
Alright, at least the Need for Speed edition Ferrari got busted once. That's gonna slow them down a little bit. If you can kindly stop.
Copy 54.
19 County.
No, it's more so the police that get very aggressive.
Roadblock is in place.
They kind of turn the rubber banding from the racers to the police in this event. And this, in my opinion, this one is the hardest. At the very least, the most frustrating event in the game.
19 County. He's run the roadblock.
Because you can keep pace without the police. You can keep pace with the rest of them without too much issues. Thank you. Bugger off. That is exactly what you get.
550 Barchetta.
County, all units.
Alright, we need to gain 7 seconds to get caught back up with Wayne.
Purple Ferrari, 550 Barchetta.
54 cap.
That's gonna make things very tricky.
31, 54. I'm on him.
Alright, we're down to 5 seconds behind. We're slowly catching them.
Patrol. Roadblock is in place.
They are gonna hit the roadblock. That's gonna slow them down just a little bit.
19 County. The suspect is blasted through the roadblock.
Alright, now we're only 2 seconds behind them. They're within striking distance.
Another roadblock.
Copy 19.
Get the car slowed down for the hairpin. Hi there.
31
Please
County. We're slow enough to do a pit.
don't pit me. You. Okay. Get the car spun around. Forwards.
31
Go, 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 go.
He's attempting to lose me.
Copy 31.
Yeah, they took the aggression of the racers and put it towards the cops, so that you can't pass this guy, and he'll be constantly be trying to slow you down.
21 County, he's going 100 plus.
I'm surprised that that blue Ferrari isn't being chased by police right now, because it's being very, very cheatsy. Oh, don't pull over. Don't pull over. Okay, we need to get caught back up with the first place Ferrari. I'm almost tempted to allow myself to get busted that final lap, early in the final lap, so that when the police are very aggressive, we may be able to have a little bit of leeway to catch back up with the AI. I'm thinking that may actually be a potential strategy, depending on how things are going and how much the police are ramping up their aggression. So we don't have a helicopter after us yet. And the helicopter gets very aggressive here as well, absolutely spamming barrels and missiles. And those slow you down even more than the standard officers. Alright, they're starting to do spike strips. There's a chance that the blue Ferrari may run that over. Nope, okay, you only hit the cops. That's fine, we have a bigger gap. We can catch back up. Yes, very good.
Copy 54.
Hi there. Okay, back up into the lead after nearly an entire lap and a half of struggling. Can you?
Copy 31.
19 County. Blacks coming up on the left.
Ah, the officers, the police.
County local patrol. The spike strip is
Very aggressive,
is
very
near the big
difficult.
drop.
Alright, where are the spikes? Where are the spikes? Let's ease up just a tad. Alright, we hit the cops. That's fine.
Spike strip didn't work. 19 County. Let's get another roadblock set up.
Copy 9.
Alright, we need to get back up with the blue Ferrari. We have one lap to do that. Still a helicopter, so as long as we don't have a helicopter, I don't think it's worth it to try to get busted. Maybe. You can kindly...
I copy 31.
54 County. Spike's coming up on the left, by the canyon.
Got it. There should be space on the right.
Spike strip is deployed. It's near the canyon.
Yes. Okay, good. Just barely.
4 County.
Oh, that counted as hitting it. No, 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 no.
Copy 54. County on patrol. The helicopter is airborne.
All right, now we have a helicopter. We need to get back up with first place. First place has absolutely zero police presence on him right now.
31 County.
I don't know how,
Like he's out of control.
but he is.
Motor 1 County. He's really moving down there.
All right, we are 16 seconds behind. We really need to make up the gap.
County. We got spikes on the left. By the lookout.
And if you can,
County on
please.
patrol. Spike strip is set. It's near the lookout.
Officer, I'm sure you will get a gold star if you bust me, but can you do that after the race? Please.
31 County. We're gonna try a rolling roadblock. 31 County.
Okay. We are so far behind. We were not going to make up that ground. I apologize. I normally try to do races to the conclusion, but that was a foregone conclusion. Because that officer was being very aggressive with us. I call police brutality. Okay. Was Wayne even being chased by police at all during that race? That was very, very suspect. Yeah. Thanks. It was just, oh my gosh. No matter we couldn't even get any a run going on him. Yep. Hello, officer.
County. Running on a speed that just flew by me.
County on
Now this one I would argue is actually the most difficult race in the game. you're racing against vehicles that are guaranteed faster than you with the Ferrari 550 Need for Speed Edition. And the police are way too aggressive compared to previously in the game.
Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a purple Ferrari 550
So that makes things very, very tricky, very difficult.
27 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a purple Ferrari 550 Barchetta.
46 County. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a red Ferrari
Okay.
550 Barchetta.
That makes things a little bit easier.
Local patrol. 46 in high-speed
One of them wrapped
pursuit.
themselves around a tree.
Vehicle is a red
Ashley.
Ferrari 550 Barchetta.
Alright, I'm gonna try to block. Maybe if I can prevent the cop from getting in front of us,
Ferrari 550 Barchetta.
we may be able to hold them off.
High-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Ferrari 550 Barchetta.
Or not.
Request additional units. By the lookout. 46 County. Out of commission.
Okay, that gives us just a little bit of breathing room and a little bit of speed going forwards. But it seems like the police have just unlimited use of nitro and are going just so fast through here. On the bright side, the pink Ferrari is being chased by police. It looks like everyone has police on him this time around. So that means hopefully things will be a little bit more even. So I don't know what it was, but it looked like Wayne just was not having any police presence on him at all. And that's just what allowed him to really gain that much ground. Because normally it's a fairly close but very grueling race. But that wasn't even close. That was just brutal. Okay, lap 1 is complete.
28, 27. All right, let's hit them. You guys keep the pressure on, and there'll be donuts for everybody.
That's a new voice line. I haven't heard that one yet.
27 County. Roadblock deployed.
County local patrol. Roadblock is in place.
Alright, if I can keep you behind me, you can keep pushing me forwards.
28
Never mind. That makes things very easy.
County 28.
Go for the gap here.
At this time, we'll advise when they're free.
27 County. The suspect ran the roadblock. 27 County. Permission to set up.
Alright, we're doing well enough.
Copy
Get the car
27.
turned in
County local
for the
patrol.
hairpin.
The chopper is in the air.
We got a chopper now. Chopper came a bit early this time around. Got another police car right behind us. Hi there. Hi there, you're being
Attempted to elude me.
Copy.
very aggressive. Nope. There we go. Just every time they try to come across us, we just need to just tap the brakes.
54.
Oh, I was hoping I could get you run into that tree there.
By the lookout.
County local patrol. Roadblock is in place. It's near the
Come on.
lookout.
Alright, roadblock, gap to the right. Yes.
46 County. The suspect ran the roadblock. 46 County. Permission
Alright, good enough so far.
Copy
Barrel.
46.
Okay, that's been bad. That's been bad. Get it spun back around. Go, 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 go. Alright, we've lost the lead.
Approaching the S curve.
We need to gain that back. Oh. Many barrels, many barrels.
28
Alright.
County. We're setting up a roadblock.
It's still very
County, all
close
units.
in front of us.
Roadblock is in place.
It's a chance.
Near the lookout.
Okay, there was a gap on the right side.
Suspect is blasted through the roadblock.
Oh, so many explosions, so many barrels, so much stuff.
Copy 28.
Okay, nice and easy. Through the marina.
Rotor 1 County. The subject is not slowing down.
Really, officer? Alright, we're up in the third. We need to get up with the rest of them. Stop.
54 County. I have the subject inside by the marina.
Copy 54.
And the thing is, if they get too far ahead, if they get too far ahead, what happens with that
County. He's going 100 plus.
is then there isn't enough time. They basically kind of phase through the roadblocks. They don't really deal with the roadblocks, so they get even faster compared to us. Oh, good. That one got slowed down.
County. Paw Patrol is seriously damaged. Dropping out.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay.
54. I'm on him.
46 County.
We got like 5 seconds of breathing room there. Just 5 seconds to catch our breath.
Spike strip is set.
Spike strip is set. Where? High. Okay, busting through. Wasn't a whole lot of space on the left there, and I wasn't going to risk it.
46 County. Let's get another roadblock set up.
Copy 46.
Okay, come on. This may be the last event because I do need to end the stream around like 5:30ish. So we'll try to get this knocked out.
Trying to divert him onto a
I hope we can get this
secondary
knocked out because this race is tricky. Bugger off, officer.
54 County. Spike's coming up on the right.
I'm on top of the police car. Can I be on the ground? I want to be on the ground, please. I'm still stuck in the air.
Rotor 1 County, approaching the canyon.
Come on.
Spike strip is failed. Suspect is still fleeing. 54 County. Let's set up another
They are
roadblock.
very far ahead. I don't know if we can catch them. That's a spike strip. It's the further ahead they get, the easier it is for them to win.
Rotor 1 County, he's really moving down there.
Let's try. We do have a little bit of
County. The spike strip is on the right. By the lookout.
safety here.
All units, the spike strip is set.
Oh, good. They did bust through the roadblock.
Missed the spike strip.
Good. They haven't gotten quite as far ahead.
Another roadblock.
Copy 46.
Traffic car. Avoid that. Cut to the left. Cut to the left. Use the speed. Oh, our lap is rapidly coming to an end, and it is the final lap. Come on, we need to gain time. Come on. Alright, we're within a second of them. This is good.
He's really moving down there.
We have a little bit of a gap. And we're not being absolutely hounded by the police just yet. Come on.
27 County.
Yes, into the lead.
Over the road.
We do have an officer right in front of us, or right behind us. Let's keep them behind us. Final couple of corners. Come on, big push, big push. Oh, final straight. Come on.
27 County. We're trying to divert him onto a secondary road.
Yes. Oh.
You've unlocked the Need for Speed edition of the Lamborghini Murcielago.
Oh my word, that was a tough event.
Excellent driving. You've won the Ferrari 550 endurance race.
You've got a top time for this
Second
track.
try, yes, oh my gosh.
You've got a top time for this
I
track.
remember one time I just ended up very, very, very unlucky with the police and a little bit of the RNG where just the sheer number of spike strips. It took me nearly an hour to complete that event. Whew. Okay. With that being said, I do need to get going. I need to pick up some family. We're gonna be heading out to dinner in just a bit. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Oh my gosh, my pulse is through the roof right now with that event. That was a very stressful event. But thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, enjoy the stream, do be sure to like, subscribe, let me know doing properly in the comments below. Ciao. Thank you so much for stopping by, AEG Kaiju. I appreciate it. If you didn't like the stream, I do apologize. If you didn't like the stream, just leave a dislike and let me know doing poorly, so I can fix that in the future. Regardless, so thank you all so much for watching. I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time of day may be for you, I will see you all in the next stream. Bye. Have a great time. Bye bye.